Hi, Dana from Serious Vanity here for Monday, August 15th, 2016. My younger self did art as much as she did music. I spent the better part of my younger years with a pencil in my hand, sketching everything. I studied commercial art at the local vocational school while I was still in high school. I did some commercial artwork early in my life, and then I switched over and decided that I love music so much too, I'm going to study that instead. But I never put art out of my life until I was somewhere in my kind of mid to late 30s. And there was a lot going on in my life, and I really didn't feel like creating anything. Well, I follow all of these really wonderful, amazing, talented artists on Facebook and Twitter. And one night, a fantastic local artist had posted some sketches she'd done. And I was like, oh, I wish I could just sit down and sketch sometime. Like someday I want to do that again. And then it hit me that, really all that it took for someday to get here was to pick up a pencil and a piece of paper and just do it. And so I did that. Now I do art again. So I sat there and I kind of used her art as inspiration. And I thought, let me see if I still have some skills to sort of mimic what I see. And as I started in, different elements that I was placing on the page didn't look like what the final outcome was going to be. And I sat there for a while thinking, maybe I really just don't have this anymore because this really looks weird. But the more I kept going, the more complete the picture became. And by the end of it, it was one of the better sketches I'd ever done. I realized that in my patience to let it be what it was for a few minutes, I'd ended up with a better end result. And I thought, what does this remind me of? Well, sometimes in our goal setting, in our businesses, we don't see the end. Like we can't get that clear picture of what is this really going to look like? I'm doing this today, but I don't see how this is going to relate to that thing that I want it to be. But you just have to keep doing that. Sometimes we're in the negative space and we just need to sort of sketch in part of it before we realize, okay, we're making progress. So take that into your Monday today. You're probably in the middle of a project, a business, a relationship, something that you don't see how this is going to turn out the way you want it to. But just keep going. As long as you're doing your part and placing things where they need to go, the end result will be a complete picture. Talk to you tomorrow.